Hey everyone, welcome to today's video, which is going to be a flip through of Mysterious Planets by Kohno or Kohno. Let me slide it back a little bit. There we go. So this is a storybook, coloring book of different planets. It has a nice shiny cover here in front and back with the pictures. I think these are pictures from the book that are colored in. And then if you fold it off and you have a nice kind of cardboard kind of book of stuff to color everything in of all the different planets. So you have the planet of forest, planet of sea, planet of flowers. And then on the back you have the planet of snow, the planet of magic, and the planet of sweets. So I'm just going to leave this dust jacket off because it just came off. So I'm putting it back on right now. But then you have this, it has a nice wide range of pictures. Paper in here is nice and thick paper. It's a nice white paper, smoother texture paper. But I really love it. So nice thick paper. In the story, you get a nice little introduction to the story about a little girl who is looking out her window, and then she turns into this bird here, and it goes on to a different journey to all the different planets. So you start over here with her hometown, the bird taking off, and then you go to the planet of forests. As the journey begins with the encounter of the world tree, a massive towering tree. There is myths that say the gods of the sun, the moon, the stars all dwell in this tree. The planet of forest exists precisely because this tree protects the planet. In the forest, the girl meets a plethora of animals that she then loses herself in the forest of mushrooms. So you have each picture has kind of like an overview of the planet. You have a nice picture of the world tree, I guess you say, of the planet. You have a nice little chipmunk here, and then I think a bear with a crown on its head. You have nice trees of all the different animals. And you get, once again, so you can do this as like a double pager or as a single page of each side. This page is just very intimidating because all the details of all the animals, all the line work, but it's a beautiful, beautiful double pager. You have more villages of the mushrooms and little bird flying around. So I haven't colored anything in here yet, so I couldn't test out anything in here, but it is nice thick paper, so I'd say it would handle pretty much any media besides alcohol markers. Because alcohol markers will bleed through, so unless you don't like the image on the other side, go ahead and avoid alcohol markers. So next we go to the planet of the sea. Deep sea fish and tropical fish, dolphins and coral. I'm gonna skip that word because my brain won't work right now. This planet is... Okay, I'm just gonna skip reading right now because I've gone through like 6 flip throughs and I don't feel like me making a fool of myself tonight. So this is the overview of the planet. You have a nice kind of underwater scene, which I love it. This is going to be so much fun to color. Then I had this page, I was going to start this nice big fish here, but then I chose a different picture to start because I wasn't in the mood for it anymore. You have a nice kind of like, I love this one. This will take probably forever to do. Have all this detail down here, the upper layer of the planet. I love the little fish airplane over here. You have a nice whole bunch of fish underground. Like this could be a double pager or a single page picture as well. And I love when the artists do that. You can either do it as one picture or 2 pictures, because sometimes you really love the images, but you don't feel like doing both pages. So we have now the planet of snow, which is like more Christmas themed planets, and this is the overview of the planet. You have these nice little Christmas tree villages, and I like that they also put like I think the Star of David in there. Maybe I could be wrong, but they have like stuff like not just Christmas, but like all holiday themed stuff like that throughout there, which is a nice thing that you really don't see in many books. You see mostly Christmas books like that. You have a nice bear Santa sleigh. But you really don't see many holiday books that celebrate more stuff besides just Christmas. You have I think a penguin. And this almost looks like a llama. You have a nice bunny celebrating around a tree. Double pager of snowflakes. I say this is a double pager because you see it just down the crack there. That one goes in there, so that is a double pager. And then you have the planet of flowers, and you have the overview, and this is the one I'm going to do next. I decided instead because I really love to color flowers. It's my favorite thing to color. There is nice vases, all the different flowers. And you have all different types of flowers there. You have a butterfly and a beetle. And I like that the beetle and the butterfly have a bigger design, so if you want to, you can also draw in your own patterns. You have a double pager of all flowers. And once again, I say double pager because it is down in the crease there. You have these kind of wreaths of flowers, and then you have more collage of flowers here. And then you move on to the planet of sweets. This is going to be another one, probably fun one to color. That's the overview of the planet. And that's another overview of the planet, I guess you could say. You have a nice gingerbread, the bunny here. This is going to be a fun one to color. And you'll notice in the book they have images like this right here where it's kind of transparent. I actually like that, but it might not be to everyone's liking, so I want to point that out. And this is where you'll start seeing it more prominently, where you can see the transparency of the stuff that you can see in front and behind it at the same time. So you have this nice big huge, like almost like ice skating rink of sweets, and you see the transparency between stuff. But I just want to mention that because that might not be to everyone's liking. You have this double pager of all cookies. Once again, a double pager because the things are in the crook. You have the planet of magic, the overview of the planet. This one's gonna be a fun one to do as well. Just very, very detailed. I like that there's a mixture of detailed and not detailed. And this isn't the one where you see. Hold on, I had to probably pull it down to see it, but you see the transparency that I was mentioning, and the let's see the focus. There you go. The transparency of the lines compared to, there you go, like the foot and the rest of the lines are like kind of like a normal coloring book page. So we can focus again. There we go. Then you have these kind of snowflake or magical mandala things. You have a nice double pager of all circus things with a very creepy looking clown over there. It's not supposed to be creepy, but it's creepy looking clown. You have this nice kind of long dinner table scene. I've seen a few people have actually started this page, but I don't think they've ever finished it, that scene. You have the final room, or the final world, which is the girl's room, where she returns to the room. You have the bird flying under the jewels, and you have her flying home wherever they fly the jewels, and you have all those little details here. And this is a fun page here. We have the goose. You have this little film page here, and it goes over top of the girl. But then you can also color it and flip it on top of the bird, which is probably who she was. You see her transitioning from the bird over to the girl. So you have the girl's room. Another thing we're here with the transparency, and you see the rug really detailed underneath the bed. So it's a little weird, but I like it at the same time. You have the girl's room with all the dresses, the teddy bear, and then finally you just have is that the cover image? Yes, you have the cover image in the book. And it gives you a little bit of afterwards, which you can color on it. And then there's another page back here about the author or the illustrator. And then you have the ABCs with all the animals that you can color in as well. Which, this will be fun. You can use these pretty much as like a test page probably. Then you just have the about page. So that's it for this flip through. If you want this, if you like this book, and would like to buy it, the links to it will be in the description bar below. Until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day and happy coloring.